Hey, today I'm going to do a quick comparison between these three different cat water fountains and show you everything you need to know, the pros and cons of each of them, and overall which one I prefer. So we have the Papifeed 3 liter, Papifeed 2.5 liter, and the Rellaty 3.2 liter, and we're going to go over everything with them. So first off, let's talk about what they include, so the extra things. So the Rellaty has 3 sponges that go around the pump and 4 extra carbon filters, and then a brush for cleaning it. And the Papifeed 2.5 liter has 2 extra filters, an extra sponge for the pump, and a brush, and a silicone tube that connects the pump to the spout. And then this Papifeed has 2 extra filters, an extra sponge, and a brush for cleaning. So overall, they have quite a bit of extra things, which is nice for all of them. And the actual filters, what you want to do when you're setting them up is you soak them for about 5 minutes and then you insert them. So this one goes in this compartment under the lid, and this one as well. So kind of where the water flows to, that's where the filter is. And underneath the main lid right here is where that one goes. And then you just connect the pump to the spout and fill it up and plug it in. So it's very simple for the setup. Now it's recommended to change these filters every 2 weeks or so as well, and so just replacing the filter and also cleaning it regularly is just another important thing to do. Especially I feel like with the stainless steel is the one that gets the dirtiest. So anything with the stainless steel, this one has a stainless steel lid, so those are where it's going to get a little bit dirty easier, or you can see it easier. So I recommend to clean it as often as needed. And the different spouts on these, this one has a spout that comes from 2 different or has water from 2 different places. This one is a lot slower and a lot lower for the spout, and this one doesn't really have a spout, but it comes through the middle section. And this one is motion censored as well. So these 2 both are plugged in with about a 4-foot cord, and this one has an option to be plugged in if you want with this cord that's included, or it can be used with batteries, and I'll show you how that works. So this back part has the battery pack right here, and this is actually where you would plug it in if you want to connect it to the power with this cord here, or with an outlet. Connects through here, and then it runs through this channel here. So when you're plugging it in and setting it up, you want to run the cord through the top and down through the bottom. This part keeps it separate so it's not going to get wet. And then it takes 4 AA batteries. Those are not included as well, so keep that in mind. And then the button to adjust the setting. I believe if you plug it in to an outlet, you have more settings, like a timer, which will change the button to green. So you have a little bit more options with that there. On the side, you have the max and the minimum amount for the water, so you can see that. It's about right here right now. Then this one, it also shows the max and the minimum on the back, so right there. And this one is on the inside. Since it's stainless steel, you can't see where the water level's at, so that's one of the downsides, I would say. Now, something I recommend when you're refilling them is, instead of taking them to the sink, what I do instead is I just get a cup, fill it up with water, and then I pour it directly in through the top, just like so, just because I found it being a little bit less messy, and I can just pour it all directly in through the top and not really have to worry about spilling a ton of water all over. That's just my preferred way of doing it. But these 3 are great options. One thing I like as well is our cat tends to try to bite the lids and pull them off, and so he's spilt water before with them. But these 3 are all really difficult to get off. The one that he would have the easiest time would be this one, if he's able to get this part. If he's biting on this part, he would be able to lift up the lid a lot easier. Whereas these other 2 are really flush and really hard to get off, especially this one. But they're all 3 great options. They have different perks, like I mentioned before, and features. I really love the motion sensor for this one, since it'll only turn on for 6 seconds. It's not going to waste the batteries as quickly. And I love that it has an option to be plugged in as well. So I think this one would be my first choice, and then I'd go with this Papifeed as my second choice, and the Rellaty is my third choice. But overall, they're all 3 great options.